My name is Okantalks-relationships. I'm a relationship coach and life lesson coach. You can check me out at Okantalks.com and you can check me out at Okantalks-official on Instagram and on YouTube. You can check me out on Facebook at Okantalks. Today, I want to talk about failed fathers' children. The children from failed father. Because no matter what the storyline is, if there is a breakup or there is a problem in the family, then the father should take the larger share of the blame. Because most of the fathers, they really want to give excuses. The mother did this, the mother did that. Who chose the mother herself? It's you. So you still need to take it. Their mother is behaving that way. Who has chosen the mother? Because you have failed in your capacity to control the mother as your wife, to put her into check as a wife, then you are a failed father. Now, there are only two ways father fails. Number one, the father who choose to abandon the family. I don't want to know the storyline, and the wife has gone, he divorced the wife, there is a breakup, whatever language you want to use. Provided the husband and wife are not together, the man has failed. Because as at the time you were choosing, you have your choice of choosing either this lady A or lady B or lady C. You now choose lady A. Whose fault? It's your fault. And then the lady A couldn't meet up to certain things, then it's your problem. It's not anybody's problem. It is your fault. So you need to, as a man, you need to embrace your faults and then push forward. If you don't accept your fault, you can't be successful. So you have to accept your mistake. That is the first father that failed. The second father that failed, I call that father a passive father. Is this father that, okay, he's there, he provides for the family, he brings money home, but he failed to actively involve in certain limitations for the children, or probably educating the wife and children. He's a fair father too. Yes, because by the time you can't set limit for your children, don't do this, this is wrong, I don't want to see you doing this, then you are not a father. You are just like a picture in the house. Just go out in the morning, bring money in the evening, cook rice, cook beans, eat, and then when they do wrong, you can't tell them that is wrong. You can't really punish them for wrongdoing. Then you are not a father. Because the role of a father is not just to bring money. It's also to make sure things are going right. When you fail in that area, then you are a failed father. Because the passive father, this is where they have problem. Like in those days, people need people to survive. People need people to develop. Like in those days, in the village, if you study the evolution of man from the early days, you find out that men in the village or in the society, they come together and do a particular kind of trade. Maybe they go fishing or they go hunting. So they go hunting or they go farming together in group, because they learn different skills from each other to survive. But in recent times, you find out that people feel they don't need each other again. They just feel, I have gone to work, I have got my money, all they know, all the skills they've got is how to increase the number of their account balance. And then you find out that they can go to shopping mall without talking to anybody, even without greeting anybody in the shopping mall. Just drive into shopping mall, get down, go into shopping mall, pick all stuffs, pay with POS or whatever, debit card, credit card, whatever it is, transfer, you pay, get the stuff, and come back home, lock the gates. And then you tend not to mix with people, you tend not to talk to people, and you think you are developing. No, you are only growing in numbers, your age. You are not developing, because we develop by learning from one another. You can see people of great minds, they have their colleague, they have their team, where they rub mind, they share common goals to really develop. But like I was saying, in those days, you find out that when they go together, like a young boy of about 6 to 10 years, if he wants to learn hunting skill, he has to start following the father to the hunting ground. They tell him stay here, then he start watching, see how they play the game, see how all those skills they put up to hunt. The same thing in the farm, the same thing in the fishing. So even after this common farming and everything, they come back to the village or their society, whatever it is. They still learn things from the senior brothers. Yeah, you go and call that girl for me. Then from there, it will start growing the confidence of talking to a girl. These are qualities we learn from one another. But in the recent time, technology is even a big problem. Children don't want to learn from human beings again. They believe they can check Google and Google can answer almost all questions. We don't prefer we need our family. We don't really think we need our cousins. We don't really think we need our uncles. Majority of the uncle you say hi on WhatsApp. And in this case, you as a father, you cannot control this to really get your children connected to people. I don't say they should mix up with bad boys or they should go and learn bad attitude. These are things you can control as a father, because one of your primary role is to make sure you train a good product of yours, which is your children, better than you do. If not better, at least as good as you are. If not better. So, if you cannot be able to do this, I don't need to hide things, or I don't need to deviate from facts. You are a failed father. Then at the end of the day, you see such children, they will grow up with emotional depression because they are not used to people. Almost every time they are punching game, they hardly talk to people. You see them playing games on TV, playing games on the phone, on the tabs, and what have you. I don't say they should not trend with the current evolution of technology, but there should be a role as a father where you involve and let them know that technology will only give you artificial intelligence. But human being, whatever we learn from human being, will give us emotional intelligence. Because it doesn't matter. Such a child that is not used to people from the scratch, he doesn't know how to endure, he doesn't know how to feel pain. Probably the parents are rich and he's like that, all alone in the compound. Even when he gets married, he wouldn't talk to the wife. Why wouldn't we see relationship breaking down. We are finding it so comfortable to be related to computer, to be related to our phone, than to real human being. There are several things you read online whereby you might miss the true meaning or true analysis of it. But if it is human being, it can give you 2, 3, 4, 5 illustrations for you to get it. But it doesn't happen. Now, you see, even in those days, the mothers too, they have their own circle. You see the mother, they come together to go for party, they come together to go for harvest, they come together to do all sorts of. You young girl growing up, when you want to learn, you go to your mother in that circle or in senior sisters in the village, they teach you 1 or 2 things, so you learn, then you grow and develop. But you as a father, that you have all these problems in your home, I won't blame the mother, or I blame the mother like maybe 30%. You as a father should take like 70%. Because it is a problem that as at the time you are choosing who to marry, you didn't set your priority right. You didn't set your goal right. Okay, maybe you are not so smart as at the time you are getting married, but when your priorities are getting right, what effort have you put to put your wife right? What are the efforts you've put on to really set your wife along? Because I'm sure, as at the time you get married, you have not reached the peak of your potential. You haven't got to the peak. Maybe you go married like between 27 and 30. Your wife you want to get married to, her peak is within that 25 and 28. But your own peak as a man is still at 40 to 45. Because no matter what career you build, at 20s you can be making mistakes, no problem. When you get to 30, you start hardening it up. But when you get to 40, then it is at that time you can sign big deal, you can sign big contract, you will be a full-blown successful man. Whatever achievement you have got in your early 30s, you are going to get minimum of 5 to 10 times more by the time you are 45. Provided you don't change trade, you keep building on what you are doing. You are going to get like 10 times more. You can check. Anybody around the age of 45, check back. Look at yourself when you were like 28, 29, and compare to what you are at 45. You will see you are probably 10 times richer than what you were. So as your priorities are getting clearer, the picture is getting clearer to you, what effort are you setting to really put your wife in the best shape to keep your family? That is why when things are going wrong, you cannot put your wife right, then your wife wouldn't be able to put your children right. And at the end of the day, your children become a failure, probably in relationship, sometimes in business, because they don't mix with people. They just read book and they feel they can solve every problem. And after the whole thing, they will now realize that what they've learned from Google, what they've learned from the book, cannot really solve the problem in reality. So they needed to go for seminars. They needed to go for extra classes and what have you, master classes, before they could solve the problem. But because they are not used to people, they don't want to go. They are not used to people, they don't want to learn. So by not learning, for those children to fail, for the wife to fail taking good care of them, it is all your problem as a father. If such happen in your family, you should be ashamed of yourself. You are a failed father. By so doing, those children you bore are failure, and you caused the failure. So I wish everyone as a parent will try to do our best, put the best efforts to really make the right choice, the right decision for our family to be better. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the like button. Thank you as you do that. Thank you and God bless.